Welcome to this month's meditation. This is Deborah and David Sheshe, and we are so glad that you are here with us. And as we always do before we start the meditation, let's go inward and let go of all the worries of the day and just clear our minds and set our intentions for what we'd like to receive during this meditation. This is also a perfect time to put those in the center of our circle that need help, healing, answers, whatever they are, whatever they're seeking. Put them in the circle and they will receive white light. So go ahead and go within and set your intentions. And when you are ready, bring yourself back to the outer world, centered and balanced, and open to receive this month's meditation.
This is David, and welcome again to the monthly meditation. This meditation is titled Soul Aspects, and it really is a significant step upward and an expansion in our spiritual path. And because of that, I'm going to spend a little extra time in the introduction going over what's going to happen during the meditation. We have done extensive spiritual explorations in many guided meditations over the years, helping each of us to expand and grow in our chosen path of light. The ever-increasing influx of high spiritual energies pouring upon the planet has propelled our entire earthly soul group upward, even for the masses who may be unaware that this is even happening. For those who are seeking and ready, this energetic environment allows us to grow at a pace not seen since the time of Christ or back in the period of Atlantis, with the awareness of the accelerated times in which we dwell. We are now ready to explore our being's soul aspects. What are these extended aspects of our being? Many people on the committed spiritual path are not aware that other aspects of our being exist. Each aspect is a piece, spark, or fragment of our soul that is split up into many parts. These soul fragments can be numbered into the hundreds, even thousands, and more for some beings. What is the soul and a soul fragment? The soul is our unique identity, an individualized piece of consciousness of the body of God, the divine. Each soul fragment or aspect has a unique connection to the soul itself, as well as to the divine or God. Each soul fragment has a template light body that is an aspect of our high self, which contains all the patterns for each of our light bodies and our physical body. It's like our energetic DNA. These soul fragments or aspects of our being are spread throughout creation. They may exist on Earth right now in a parallel life, on another planet, galaxy, universe, higher planes, different dimensions, realms, or places beyond our mind's conception of reality. Physically incarnate or be in some other energetic form. And what is thought of as the past, present, or future. Why do we have soul fragments? All these aspects allow our soul to quicken its pace of learning and shorten its sojourn of incarnations. This can provide each soul fragment with an extended range of energetic and perceptual abilities through its connection with other soul fragments. It can be like having a multi-computer connection instead of a single CPU for each soul fragment. And to serve the will of the divine for our sojourn in creation. What are the characteristics of all these soul fragment connections? They are all connected with one another in the constant now, regardless of when and where they may be located. One soul fragment's existence can affect the happenings in the life of one or more other soul fragments' lives. This can be one of the causes of the weird and unexplainable events that occur in our life, such as path shifting, which is a topic for another day. All of this happens with or without our conscious awareness. That is, depending upon each soul fragment's level of extended awareness, a soul fragment may see itself as the one and only real me, and not be aware of the others. In fact, that may be how we feel about ourselves here on Earth right now. When our awareness has grown sufficiently, and we are ready, we will connect with these aspects or fragments of our being so that we may more fully experience our being and expedite our growth. Ideally, we connect with other soul fragments through our high self so as to more fully experience the range and extent of the consciousness of each aspect. although some people can communicate from other levels of their being, such as their conscious level mind. In this meditation, we will focus our attention to the extended aspects of our own being so that we may energetically connect and communicate with them in our daily life. Then expand that connection and communications as we move forward. All right. During this meditation, you will be going to your special place of beauty, where you will spend time enjoying its fragrance and splendor. From there, you will go to the sacred circle, which acts as a portal where you may see or visit any place in creation. You will become part of a beautiful scene where you will be transported to the temple of awareness. There, you will meet a light being who will, along with your high self, guides, and other spiritual beings, conduct an awareness expansion and energetic connection session. And just so you know, you may or may not be aware of your guides and your high self being present, but they will be there. During this session, alternate aspects of your being will appear before you. The light being will establish a complete energetic web of connections between you and all the soul fragment aspects of your being. Then you will have some time to get to know the many aspects of your being. Or you may choose to spend time in meditative reflection, in energetic communion with all of them. Find a comfortable position. Relax as you sit comfortably. Your energy flows more smoothly if your legs and arms are not crossed. And yes, the lotus position is just fine. With your eyes closed, inhale deeply and hold your breath. Then exhale with a sigh. Breathe normally in between deep breaths. Feel your body begin to relax. Any tension just flows away. Inhale deeply again and hold your breath. Then exhale with a sigh. You become aware of the joy, peace, and calm that completely surround you. Tranquility permeates your being. Inhale deeply one more time and hold your breath. And when you are ready, exhale with a sigh. Feel yourself going deeper as your body begins to tingle. As each muscle relaxes, you are infused with a sense of soothing and permeating calmness. Feel the warmth of blood flowing from the capillaries and spreading throughout your body. I am going to count backward from 15 to 1 as you go even deeper. 15, 14, 13, 12, going deeper and deeper. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, going deeper and deeper. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are now extremely relaxed, safe, secure, and comfortable. Your body is floating in a state of complete calm and peace. Imagine yourself in a special place of beauty. You might be wandering through a forest, smelling the scent of the trees, tiptoeing through an enchanted jungle, rambling along a quiet stream, exploring the mountaintops, walking by the ocean and feeling the sand beneath your feet, or sitting quietly in a beautiful meadow, inhaling the sweet aroma of wild flowers. Once more, you become aware of yourself and your special place of beauty. Your attention is drawn to a large sacred circle, a short distance from where you are. It looks intriguing and you are drawn to go over and see it up close. As you look upon its flawless design, you are aware that it serves as both a holographic viewing area and a portal that you can use to see and visit other places and realms. It is perfectly suited for all of your spiritual explorations. Slowly, an image begins to form in the middle of the circle. Misty at first, it slowly takes shape into a temple shimmering with illumination. You step into the scene and instantly find yourself some distance from the entrance. As you approach the entrance to the Temple of Awareness, you feel your being's magnetic field begin to quicken as you are immersed into the radiant outpouring from this place. All of your light bodies are becoming illuminated. Your auric field raises in frequency with each step as you slowly approach the main entrance. You feel all of the energies of your being becoming animated and finely tuned to resonate with the essence of the divine awareness that pours forth from this structure. You find that your mind is sharp and focused. You can sense every nuance of energetic interplay with the surrounding environment as you stand before the Temple of Awareness. Every aspect of you is keenly sensitive, and your awareness extends outwards in all directions as you begin to awaken to your extended being. Enthralled by what has just happened, you are filled with anticipation of what is to occur next. You enter the Temple of Awareness. As you stand inside, you are greeted by a light being dressed in a flowing white robe, whose essence shines of divine radiance and awareness. The being greets you by your name and introduces itself. The being says, "I am the keeper of the divine light of awareness. I pour upon those who are ready the light and radiance of divine awareness. I am its gatekeeper. The light being gestures for you to follow as it leads you down a wide passageway. You notice how the walls are covered with pictures, symbols, and other adornments as you walk toward the main area. Your heightened awareness allows you to know intimate details about the many decorations and objects that line the passageway. You finally reach the main temple area. You look around and marvel at its magnificence. The absolutely perfect arrangement of themes, colors, windows, and decor. Transcendently beautiful light pours through the temple windows from above, projecting its radiance throughout the structure. Everything illuminates the finer essence of awareness. You find yourself resonating in perfect harmony while immersed in this ideal choreography of aesthetic elements of all that is in this place. You notice that your being is now infused with a level of awareness you have not previously experienced. All of your finer awarenesses are attuned to every nuance of activity in the temple. The light beam points toward the large circle in the floor located in the center of the temple. The light beam guides you to stand in the center of the circle, which represents the center of your being. As you enter the circle, you feel an electric intensity of awareness that further fills your being. The light being then raises its arms and begins to chant. Suddenly, you are surrounded by a brilliant shaft of illuminating light that temporarily overloads your vision so that all you can see is intense white light. Your senses are absorbed in the energies and experience of expansive awareness. It almost seems overpowering, yet you know that all is well. The light being stops chanting as the intense light begins to slowly fade. Slowly, your eyes adjust to the regular light. You notice that you are surrounded by different beings who are standing on the edge of the circle all the way around you. While remaining in the center of the circle, take a moment to look around as you rotate clockwise in a full circle and look at each being. As you turn to look at each of them, some look human or humanoid, while others may seem very strange. You sense their familiarity, yet you know that you haven't met any of them before. Now continue. The light being then speaks and says, through your continued efforts of seeking and following your life path, you are now ready to extend your sphere of awareness to these aspects of your being. You are ready to meet, connect, and communicate with all of them in all ways. Once more, the light being chants, a web of interconnecting streams of energy flow from you into the center of the circle to each aspect of your being standing on the circle's edge. As the being continues to chant, energy beams then interconnect all of the different aspects with one another as this process continues. The light being says, the connecting energies must be activated and tuned, and finally harmonized and balanced, so that you may use them. You will now be connected to the cosmic energies of the divine that will create the pathways for ongoing communication between you and all of the soul fragment aspects of your being that encircle you. The light being then turns to you, then raises its arms and begins to softly chant. In the next moment, a brilliant shaft of iridescent white light pours down from above, filling you with cosmic, activating, and tuning energies from the divine. The activating light then pours forth outward from you to the many connections of your soul aspects that surround you. Flow with these energies as they vigorously expand and weave an ever-increasing connection between you and all of them, as well as between each other. The light being says, "It is done." The energetic connections and communication channels are now activated, tuned, finely harmonized and balanced between you and all of the soul fragment aspects, and each of them between themselves. The light being then encourages you to take some time to meet and become familiar with each of these aspects of your being. The light being beams at you with admiration in recognition of your growth in awareness. The being turns and gives you a farewell benediction and blessing. You become aware of yourself once again at the sacred circle. You thank the divine for giving you this opportunity to meet the many aspects of your being and activate the communication connections with them. When you are ready, project yourself back to the outer world, feeling clear and aligned, centered and grounded, and fully aware of the connections with the many aspects of your being. You are filled with a sense of peace, joy, and love. When you are ready, return gently to the outer world. All right. For those who like to journal, go ahead and take and press pause, and once you're done journaling, you can start it again. All right, for those who are journaling, now you're back. So you know, your higher guidance, our higher guidance, recognizes this meditation as a significant rite of passage on your spiritual journey. It's really very significant. And this is just a starting point. It will continue to grow and expand. Much of it, what I call it the non-conscious level, you could say subconscious, but a lot of it's non-conscious. Our inner self is interacting with them, and we're going to find ourselves having ideas, communications, perhaps even changes in the direction of our life that happen as a result of having these connections activated. So, with that, it's almost time to go back out into the outer world, and as you know, not everyone is in the place that we are. So it's really important that we protect ourselves before we go out into the world or even interact with others in our family. So for those who are not familiar, I'm going to go over this briefly and just follow along. Imagine now a bubble of light, the width of your aura, however wide you see that, going above your head and beneath your feet. And then see that bubble being filled with white light, intense white light from infinity above coming down, flowing into the bubble, filling the bubble and simultaneously flowing down through your crown chakra, flowing through your body, going down and then pouring out beneath your feet. This is the white light. It's the light of protection, the light of love. You could say, and anything of a discordant nature will just bounce right off of it. It's often referred to as also the Christ light. By merely imagining it, it will happen. For those who don't visualize, if you intend it, imagine it, either way, it will happen. Now imagine, or visualize, or intend, a thin layer of indigo blue on the outside of the bubble. Indigo blue is the spiritual armor of light. It's an added layer of protection. And as with the white light, anything of a discordant nature, any negative energies, thoughts, environmental, it doesn't matter, will bounce right off or dissolve. Again, imagine a shaft of light, this time starting at the level of your heart chakra, or your heart, the width of your aura, going down through your feet and anchoring in the center of the earth. Beautiful Mother Earth. This connects us to Mother Earth, keeps us grounded and centered and focused in our daily activities as we walk our spiritual path. It also has the added benefit that anything that may come up, old baggage, we call it past life baggage, emotional baggage, however you think of it, as it comes up, this shaft of light will pull it into Mother Earth and it will be transmuted into light. It can disappear without our even knowing it came up. Once more, imagine another shaft of light starting at the level of your heart chakra, or your heart, the width of your aura, going up through your head, through the layers of your being, through the center of the universe, and anchoring in the center of a creation. See it, visualize it, intend it. Again, intention alone will make it happen. This connects us to the divine, to our higher guidance, to our high self, the etheric realm, the angels, and beyond. Now see, or visualize, or intend light coming down from the center of creation through that shaft of light, through the center of the universe, down through the layers of your being, going through your crown chakra in your body, flowing down, mixing with the Mother Earth energies, and going down into the earth to be gently absorbed. Again, this allows us our connection, both consciously and non-consciously, to our higher guidance. Often this happens when we see this connection, we have this, we suddenly decide to go a different route when we're driving, or we do things differently at work, or we say things differently when consoling a friend. It can guide us in small things and large things alike. It's there for us, for those who are conscious of it, of that connection, but it's also there all the time, again, non-consciously and subconsciously. And now we thank our guides, our high selves, the divine, the angels and archangels, the many light beings that were present for this. And of course, all the different aspects of our being, we thank them for participating in this rite of passage, this ceremony, where we were allowed to connect with them, because they are now an active part of your life. And of course, the many, and I always say countless, because there's just so many beings that show up when we do these things, who are there to foster the higher divine will for each of us in our life so that we can walk our soul's high path, our soul's high adventure, as Joseph Campbell called it. And now Deborah is going to play her bell, which helps integrate all these different energies from high to low, from our grounding chakra and below all the way up to our high self, so that we may faster and further integrate these energies of connections with our alternate aspects or soul fragments. And here she goes. Blessings and light from the divine. Namaste. Until we meet again.